Hello everybody and welcome to my Pokemon Bronze experience. Pokemon Bronze is a ROM hack of Pokemon Crystal, and I actually started playing it, but the cartridge I had picked up died, and I had set it down for a while after we moved. When I went to go pick it back up, the save battery was fried. I was like, wow, gotta love them bootlegs. So, here's me restarting. Okay, so you'll notice my start time I choose is around 2 a.m., but that's because I work nights, so I'm up all night anyway. You'll notice I choose my name as Dolan. That's what all my friends call me, even though that's not my name, which is short for Uncle D or Dolan Duck from those shitty memes from like 2007. And we're off. I can tell you I already like the sprite they're using for this, so let's change the text speed and pick a new frame. And we're off. I don't remember if the mom had red hair in the original Gold, Silver, and Crystal. If somebody remembers, put that down in the comments. Okay, so next you're going to notice here when I set my time up, it's completely different than it was just a second ago. Well, that's because I fell asleep and forgot to save it the night before, so here we are taking a second stab at the emulation. I like how the mom's like, by the way, here's your phone, but didn't get your map card, sorry. But funny enough, this is a ROM hack of Pokemon Crystal, but Johto is so different in this one. So Professor Elm was changed to Professor Koa in this, and the starters are a lot different. So take a look. See, it's strange because we break the standard grass, water, fire by changing one of the starters out for an electric type. We have Charmander, we have Totodile, and then last but not least, we have Pichu. We picked Pichu because I'm actually a huge fan of Raichu, and I do like Charmander, don't get me wrong, but I always pick Charmander, so I should have picked him just because you don't get Charmander in Gen 2, but we're going for the most Johto run possible, so we're going to name Pichu Sparks. So next for a really big change coming here, we talked to Professor Koa, and he goes, your Pokédex? You'll have to get it from Professor Oak. So we go straight to Kanto for a Dex now. You know, that's a super interesting idea. So let's see how that goes. Let's check on Sparks real quick, see his stats. Okay, so then I regret immediately picking Sparks because I remember Sparks levels up through friendship. So let's go beat some Caterpies up. I want to gain at least a level because I have a feeling at some point there'll be a rival battle. I'm not sure how the rival will work this game. You saw there was a female on the front of the start, so I'm assuming she's the rival, but we'll see. Also, you heal at the professor's lab, not at home. This is even weirder. So now that we're healed up, we're actually going to start trying to progress and go get our Pokédex. This guy's telling us it's great to see us. This is the next town over, and we actually have an interesting meta comment here. This game was made around Gen 5, so they're ripping on Vanillite, which I thought was kind of funny. So Pokemon Bronze is set 2 years after Pokemon Crystal, so hence why he's talking about Red being defeated. So I totally forgot to record getting my Pokédex from Kanto, but you come out Viridian City and Oak gives it to you. And here I'm attacked by the rival who was on the front. It's night now because I had to go to work, so now I'm off of work and let's kick her ass. She's picked Charmander. Of course she picked Charmander. Which I guess doesn't really favor her because in the long run Charmander evolves into Charizard, who is a flying type. And Raichu will fuck him up in the future. And with that being said, Sparks gains another level. She says blank, which means we get to name her, and then she claims to have to use the bathroom. So here we are, first capture. I decided I'm going to pick up an Apom female. Of course, got to give it a cool name. Why not Boots? Sleeping and sleeping. Holy shit, a Sneasel. Damn it, Boots, you fucked it up too good. Oh well, we found another one. We're gonna take a crack at this one. It's a higher level anyway. Eat your heart out, fucking Mount Silver. Alright, got one of the only dark types in the game, hella early. And yes, of course I want to nickname this Sneasel. The question is, what do we want to go with? You know what? How about Wheezy? AKA Little Wheeze. But his full name is Wheezy F. Sneezy. What would a Johto run be without the Johto variant of Oddish, Hoppip? This was like my third Hoppip. I kept accidentally killing it. I mean, look how low his health is. So, with that being said, Hoppip's captured. We decide to name him something silly. We go with Shearmy. And maybe I picked that name because I just finished watching Adventure Time again. But you know what? I could do what I goddamn want with my run. Let's get some free healthcare and then start switch training him since all he knows is Splash. So after hours of vigorous switch training, here's my team's stats. They're all around 11 or 12, and Shearmy is no longer useless because he learned Tackle. I figured, you know what? It's about time we go check out that first gym, see what it's all about. I was half expecting bird Pokemon to be surprised with water type. Yeah, the first gym and new Johto is a water type, and the gym leader's name is Sarah. I have to say one of my favorite things about Pokemon Bronze as a ROM hack is the fact that they use custom sprites. But up to the fight, we're going to head it with Sparks. My dumbass forgets you can't use Thunder Shock on Whooper because Whooper's part ground type. We hit Whooper with a Sweet Kiss, he makes it rain, then I realize if it's raining we're going to need our rain boots. And partially because I don't want Pichu to faint, because friendship is a bitch when it comes to leveling up Pokemon. So she makes it rain on us multiple times like she's Fat Man Jones. So with Johto's version of a Mankey, we decided to vigorously scratch this thing's eyes out. And with that, we put Wooper out, only for her to send out a Squirtle. So we start our switch for Sparks, and then we have ourselves a rigorous battle. Fun fact, Spark's special attack is shit. And I forgot that she happens to have Mud Slap on both her Pokemon, which, wouldn't you know it, is super effective against Sparks. So now we're fucked. Sparks goes down to the second Mud Slap, which means it's time for Wheezy F Sneezy to get out there and slash and hack this Squirtle to death. And wouldn't you know it, now the effects of Sweet Kiss are actually paying off after Sparks is dead and gone. Really, Squirtle? Like, you fucking couldn't hit yourself in confusion? I don't know, while Sparks was out? Well, I guess teamwork is dreamwork, and even if you're dead, you're still pulling your weight, Sparks. So good for you. You help us defeat the damn Squirtle, Wheezy F Sneezy levels up, and then we get our bubble badge. From here, I jump to my next segment I recorded where I found myself a Gligar. I haven't wiki-checked it yet, or I'm sorry, Bulbapedia-checked it yet, but I'm fairly certain Gligar capture rates in Gen 2 were bullshit. And I'm really glad I stocked up on Pokeballs when I left town, because I think I went through maybe 5 or 7 Pokeballs. I just kept chucking ball after ball after ball. He just kept whittling my health with Poison Sting and the poison he already inflicted upon me. He truly was a salty bitch. That only sharpened my resolve to catch him, because if I knew he was this much of a pain in my ass, imagine what he could do for me. After literally making Wheezy F Sneezy a blood sacrifice, we finally get this bitch on the second ball with Shermie. I was worried he was going to poison Shermie too, but there he goes, finally got him. So after probably 15 minutes of my life in real time, of course I was going to nickname this sassy bitch. First thing that popped in my head, Snips. Probably because of his nasty little hands, so Snips it is. Checking his moves, he only knows Poison Sting. After grinding the shit out of that cave, we get to the next town where we pick up a bike, and we also found a fossil in the cave. It's the Plume Fossil, which is the fossil Pokemon from Gen 5. Again, see, told you, Gen 5, here it is. And so because of that, I will be saving that last slot in my Pokemon team for when we finally get to awaken the fossil. We found the next gym, but I don't think we're a high enough level. Okay, so we did some training over the next day. Here's our stat lineup. Shermie learned a bunch of the powder moves. Snips, his moveset's not as bad. Boots can slap a little harder. I taught Wheezy Cut. And Sparks is still Sparks. So with that being said, let's go tackle Weedy and her gym, which is just a blatant ripoff of Bugsy's gym. Oh, I mean, that's Sprite though. What even? Alright, so Weedy, pun intended, sends out an Oddish. So we throw out Snips, who just keeps stabbing it with Poison Stings. So it doesn't take long for me to realize this is going to be a hit-for-hit battle, just like the first rival one, and I decided to switch up my team. And here's where you're thinking, oh, he's going for Sneasel because, you know, type advantage, and you'd be fucking wrong. I don't have type advantage. I've still yet to gain any Ice-type moves. But seeing as Sneasel doesn't have an evolution, it is a little bit higher in power, so I figured I might as well bowl through this thing raw muscle style. Oddish takes a fall, and I decide, fuck it, time for a mirror match. Only the mightiest Hoppet shall prevail. Shermie finally earns his worth by smacking it with a poison powder, so now I already have the advantage, and I'm going to tackle the fuck out of it. I don't know why it uses Splash, but hey, fuck it, AI wants to play that way, I'm just gonna murder you. So after multiple bitch slaps with these ferns, we finally put Hoppet down where it belongs, in the compost bin, and lo and behold, a Bayleaf. This is the second fucking gym leader with a starter Pokemon. Gotta switch Shermie out, but not before he proves his worth by throwing some poison dust in Bayleaf's face, and then he says, alright, I'm out! So here's where I forgot that Snips was dual type. I thought, hey, I just stalled this Bayleaf out with Harden. Boy, was I fucking wrong. And to top things off, it was a crit. My fat thumbs keep booping my volume button, and I decide, hey, let's finish things in a true 3v3 Pokemon battle, and I send out Wheezy F Sneezy to finish the job. Well, that and because, you know, he has quick attack, and who doesn't love a quick sneaky attack? Little did we know that Bayleaf was a fucking tank and took out Wheezy, too. This damn thing has taken out 2 of my 3 team. Luckily, Shermie goes in and finishes the job with his poison he started. That's my B, though. I probably should have trained a little more, but hey, on the bright side, we learned Sleep Powder, so now Shermie is really kicking some ass. Here comes that nasty Sprite, which I feel like is a Lance ripoff. Anyway, we got the Weed Badge, so now we're gonna get high as fuck. We got the Weed Badge, now we can use Cut. Ha 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 ha.
Holy shit, it's a Whismer! Oh, it's a Pumbloom!
So I found that while actually looking up what a Pumbloom is and does it evolve, because I knew it was a Fakemon, but it turns out they replaced Dunsparce with Pumbloom, and actually, they made it more effective because Dunsparce is kind of a shit Pokemon, in my opinion personally. Pumbloom is grass and poison type, but it doesn't evolve. The only issue is, I already have a grass type. But hey, hindsight's 20/20. If I had known that before I went on my way to catch this damn thing, I wouldn't have wasted the time or effort. But there you have it in all its bloomy glory. It's Pumbloom! And I named it Bloop. So after some more grinding in the area, I ended up leveling up Shermie enough to evolve it. So I forgot to mention and record that you get to name your rival, and I named her Janice because my girlfriend watches a lot of Friends, and that's the most annoying fucking name I could think of, so this one's to you. Oh my god, Janice. Janice got herself a Scyther, so I send Wheezy F Sneezy out to fuck it up first. It ends up just being a quick attack brawl. We can assume from the way the moves went, Scyther is definitely faster than Wheezy. But that's okay, because we leveled up. So next she sends out Charmeleon, so I decide instead of switching, we'll just go down with Honor. Of course we miss our Screech, he takes us out with a super effective move, and it's time to move on to Snips. And even though we'd have type advantage if we actually had a ground type move, we don't. So we're just going to work our way down with Poison again. So we start to try and stall out Charmeleon, but what are the fucking odds? He hits us and burns us. Now the stall game just became twice as lethal as we're stalling each other out, seeing who's gonna die first. I'll give you a hint. It's probably fucking me. Realizing that he was gonna take me out with or without the burn, I decide I'm gonna knock his accuracy to shit before I die. And there we have it, folks. Charmeleon may have bested Snips, but Sparks is out to win it. Janice fails to mirror the attempt we made with Snips, and from that we just knock her out with an extra Thunder Shock. But wait, there's more. Janice has one more Pokemon. Looks like we'll be fighting a Pidgeotto. And we have the high ground here since Sparks knows Thunder Shock. So we paralyze Pidgey to get ahead of its speed. We Sweet Kiss it. We're already in the danger zone because that quick attack really fucked us up. Luckily, Sweet Kiss actually plays out in our favor and Pidgey starts hurting itself. In a battle I thought would be way too risky for Sparks, we actually take it out with one last Thunder Shock thanks to Paralysis. Janice falls to our unevenly balanced team and Sparks evolves. Which is really nice because now I don't have to worry about him getting his ass whooped in battles. So we get to the equivalent of Goldenrod, and I teach the elemental punches to my team after I spend all my damn money on doing it. Boots gets Fire Punch, Sparks gets Thunder Punch, and Wheezy gets Ice Punch. So I take down the enemy team in this game. It's called Teen Racket. It's a bunch of teens who make racket. Yeah, they're like the children of Team Rocket. Anyway, I'm taking on the Fire Gym here, which is a third gym, and I get my ass handed to me. You know, I'm in the, late teens, early 20s, and I'm like, I got this. I didn't. She opens with Flareon, a fully evolved Pokemon. Even when I get lucky at Poison on the first Poison Sting, it doesn't matter. And this is with Snips holding a Leftovers. Not only that, I am destroying its accuracy. Spray after spray after spray. Doesn't matter. Once I get down past the Flareon, that's when all hell breaks loose. Which is depressing, because I really did think I had this battle in the bag. The poisoning we laid on Flareon takes it down here, and then she picks her next Pokemon.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Wow, okay. Level 24 Arcanine, so this thing's probably gonna outspeed my whole fucking team. And it knows Dig. Dig's a ground type can't hit flying. Let's fuck him up, Shermie. Nope, JK, you're not gonna use Sleep Powder, because you're gonna get fucking wrecked by one Flame Wheel. Okay, Sparks, we'll use Thunder Wave. Nope, JK, he's gonna fucking dig on the ground again. We're not status inflicting anything. He didn't even get stabbed and he still wrecked us. Okay, Boots, let's fucking go for Fury Swipes. Nope, yep, didn't think so. Well, so much for 5 Fury Swipes. I guess 2 will be enough, and we're dead. So this isn't looking good. I know that Wheezy can't take it down with just quick attacks, so I guess I'm gonna have to go back and train. So watch me die here. Episode, Arcanine clapped our cheeks and beat our meat, so we're back to show him what's what for a sweet taste of revenge. As usual, Bianca starts off with a Flareon. This time we start off with Shermie. We outspeed her and hit her with a Leech Seed. She drops Sunny Day, powering up her fire moves, and makes me wish I had Solar Beam on Shermie right now. We hit her with a Poison Powder and she fires off with Ember. We somehow hang in there and decide it's time to heal up. We drop Synthesis and try to heal up a bit, but that doesn't stop her from spamming another Ember. And somehow, despite all the odds, we hang in there by 3. We attempt to rinse and repeat the healing process, but she takes us out with a quick attack. So I totally blank for a moment and then think, what am I going to use next? I decide Sparks is pretty fast, I should probably outspeed it. We toss a Thunder Punch, she throws an Ember, we take a burn, the poison in the seeds hit, and BAM! Sparks wins by default. And now it was time to handle the big dog, Arcanine. You fucking prick. Of course you'd use Dig. We take our lump like an admiral lad. We know Sparks is fucking done, and now we're going in with Boots. Show her what you were made for walking for. She misses a Fire Spin. My dumbass clicks on the multi-window tab on my phone, and back to the fight. She's launching Flame Wheels, but we're going into Fury Swipe because we won't scratch that bitch's eyes out. Another Flame Wheel hits, but it hasn't tanked us yet. Before we could launch another Fury Swipe, she Flame Wheels us again, which we knew was coming. It's mind-boggling how we're only like a level apart, and at this point she's slowly picking my team apart. Again. She could have ended this fight with a Flame Wheel, but instead she goes with Fire Spin. I go for a quick attack, but it wasn't enough. Wheezy F Sneezy falls, but with a smile on his smug face. Snips is our last hope, and thank God he had quick attack, or else we would have been done. We put him our 3rd badge. Bianca lost the badge, but it's okay, because one of her trainers found it. Oh my god, is that the new Sneasel in pink? No, it's just an asshole named Ditto, who refuses to stay in the ball, but has no problem using our fucking moves against us. Persistence is a bitch. And that's probably what I would have named him if I had fucking caught him! But he used up all my Pokeballs. And so he had to die. Moving on, I come across a fucked up sprite, which I could swear to God is a missing no, but I'm assuming it's just a fucked up sprite for a pseudo-widow. Regardless, it's time to heal and stock up on supplies. What? This town, it keeps talking about missing no. So apparently, there was a missing no incident in this town. Was this Glitch City? Like, what the hell happened here? Oh, the mood deleter. Well, why don't we make Wheezy forget Cut, because fuck Cut. So after I do some investigating, I come to find out there's a hero of this town named Flynn who had driven away the missing no using his Niddle King. And he opened a gym, but there's no actual gym badge. So I gotta give the creators credit. I think it was really interesting how they set the whole missing no into it, because missing no is such an interesting lore of early Pokemon. So I'm heading into the gym. I'm going to take them on. I really haven't done much training. As you'll notice, my levels are pretty close to when I had beat Bianca and her bitch-ass fucking Arcanine. Regardless, my team's unbalanced, and I think I might be able to take them, but let's see. So now we're going to meet Flynn. He drove the missing no out of Koto and stopped their reign of paranormal destruction using his Nido King. So he looks like he's a fighting type, but he starts out with fucking Nido King. Oh boy, I thought this would be his boss Pokemon. So we Leech Seed it. He starts knocking down our defense. We switch a route because we know we can't poison him. Surprisingly, Wheezy hangs on from that rock slide, which was super effective. We hit it with a nice punch because we outsped it, but he fucks us up with a double kick. I'm hoping Boots can finish the job, but not before this motherfucker spams a hyper potion. We throw a second fire punch and burn it, luckily. And then he starts dropping his signature move, Strength. We go in for some Fury Swipes, and only hit twice. The game's like, fuck you man, have the power of Scratch. I find it odd that the AI didn't choose Double Kick to fuck me up, but whatever, Nido King falls, and we decide to switch back out to Shermie. Shermie coats him with the purple powder first try, and then we're gonna take a Strength. We go in for the Leech Seed, and the stall game is on. Type-wise, I have the advantage. Move-wise, I am fucked. Like usually, we head the stall game up with a Synthesis to heal, and then this motherfucker uses Rapid Spin, because this is one of the 3 Pokemon in the game that know how to break out a Leech Seed. Fuck this town. Fuck this gym leader. Fuck this wannabe gym. It's the Strength Gym. You don't have a goddamn type. Strength's not a type. We take a moment and borrow a strategy from Lance.
You don't get to be champion of the Pokemon League without knowing how to spam Full Restore.
Or in this case, Super Potions. Either way, we took down Hitmontop. We switched Shermie for Sparks. He sends out Pidgeotto, which again, Strength Gym, I guess. Thanks to our earlier Thunder Wave and the paralysis we inflicted, we were able to beat it. Next is motherfucking Kingler? I put a smug look on my face after paralyzing it, hit that bitch with a Thunder Punch after I outspeed it, and Strength fucks me.
I have several questions.
Whatever, it was not Hips because he has Claws too. Quick Attack's enough to put that Kingler down. And last, but not least, his final Pokemon is Slow King. Did missing no fuck up the entire integrity of this town? Because there's no goddamn type decisions with this gym. You go from poison to fighting to flying to water to psychic. What the fuck? Excuse me. Anyway, meanwhile, Snips gets his ass handed to him as we destroy his accuracy because he's partnered with Curse and he's gonna fuck us up if he hits us. Using the Lance strategy, we bring Shermie back to life. Our goal here is to, now that his accuracy has been decimated, to poison him and Leech Seed him and stall him out, because that seems to be my specialty in this game. He finally lands a hit with Strength, but it's not enough to stop us, because again, we can just heal ourselves. I want to be the very best. Spamming's what it takes. He gets a crit, and I wasted a Super Potion.
Stupid evolved prick.
With Salt in hand, I gamble on a Fury Swipes, which almost fucking kills him. Hits me with Strength. I just cling on for poison to finish the job. Didn't think I was going to win that one, but I did. He presents me with HM4. What a fucking surprise. We just double check and nope, still 3 badges. So here we take a crack at Ditto again. And we head Ditto with Shermie so we can put some status affliction on it if we need to. I was worried of the level difference that I might knock it out if I kept hitting it too hard, so eventually I decided I'm just going to poison it and let the poison slowly shrink it down over time. Well, what can I say? 17 Pokeballs the charm. It hung on a lot longer than I expected it would, and it definitely outlasted a lot of balls, but eventually we did capture the last hole. You were entirely not worth the effort. Ditto, the pre-chem Pokemon. In honor of fallen Conrad, I'm going to name you Goop, since we already lost Bloop. So with a pseudo team of 6, we head towards our next badge. We put that HM we won to use, and there's fucking Janice. Another battle. She asked me to fight, and I say nah, and she says, fuck no, we're still fighting. So I'm like, alright, bitch, it's on. After realizing that Goop is grossly under level, I switch into Wheezy F Sneezy, because I know he's an ice type. Scyther's flying, I should have the advantage. Once again, Scyther just launches quick attacks, that's all he's fucking good for. Oh, what's this? One Scyther sickle, please. Janice's AI decides to switch for a super effective attack, so I switch up to Hips. Snips doesn't have any ground moves. This oddly feels a lot like the last time we fought Janice, where we were pretty much going tit for tat here, accuracy for accuracy, and then punch for punch. She lands a crit with Ember. We hit it with a quick attack. I think this is enough to finish it with strength, and I'd be wrong. It hangs on with a sliver, and I think, okay, I'll just quick attack it, but no, our accuracies are all jank right now. I do eventually land my second quick attack and take Charmeleon down. She's heading into Pidgeotto, and I've got the perfect match for that. Against my better judgment, we rinse and repeat with Sparks. We do a Thunder Wave, so we're faster than it now. We go for the Thunder Punch. We hit, but once again, not hard enough. Once again, we'll emulate Lance.
Full restore.
Super potion. And with that, we successfully hit with a Thunder Punch because Pidgey suffers from paralysis. Our final team member is a Geodude, which I don't remember from the last fight, so I want to say it's new. But he'll follow the Wheezy F Sneezy's Ice Punch, so with that, we beat Janice. Haha! After scoring a victory royale against Janice, we end up at the next town. And I prepared to take on the gym. I haven't trained too much, but I figured, hey, what the heck. We really didn't earn a lot of levels between the HM strength gym and this actual gym. We just kind of made it through the rock tunnel that Janice was waiting in. We beat her ass, and then we said, fuck it, let's run this gym battle. Honestly, I wasn't even sure if we could take it, but I wanted to see where we were at strength-wise, because we trained our asses off to beat Bianca. And then, of course, we put Flynn in a chokehold. But next on our list of gym leaders to stomp is Cohen, the electric user, who, if I'm not mistaken, is a Scotsman? God, I love the custom sprites for this ROM hack. We start things out with Goop, and he gets totally obliterated by Flaffy. So next we switch into Snips, and we go for Sand Attack. Sometimes it almost feels like you can hear what the Pokemon are thinking. We get Flaffy with a crit, and now we can finish with a quick attack. With that, Snips gains a level, and he sends out Electabuzz. Not only does he outspeed me, let's talk about that fucking type coverage! Well, so much for using the strength technique. We follow things up with Share Me, but wouldn't you fucking know it, he outsped me with that one too. Well, there goes the stall game. Pulling my hair out in fury, the only thing I can think of is confusion, and he fucking froze me. Ugh. That fucking Electabuzz has goddamn volcanoes for biceps when he punches me. This is my most desperate plan yet. I'm gonna keep mud slapping until he fucking kills me. What's this? He missed? Fucking Pompeii, not today! It was the most insane comeback I've ever seen. Boots actually stomped that thing out. This battle isn't over, but it's still gonna be a long road. Even when we get a crit, he hits us hard and puts us in the red. Shockingly, he misses because of Mud Slap, and we go in for a Fire Punch and finish him. Okay, wow, Boots is the real VMP this match. His last Pokemon's a second Flaffy, and we outspeed it and start with a Mud Slap. His attack misses, and we Mud Slap again. He lands a Thunder Punch finally and takes us out, so it's up to Wheezy to finish this. Luckily, Wheezy knows Dig. And there you have it. We took him out on our first try. Cohen's Electabuzz is almost as annoying as Bianca's Arcanine was. Oddly enough, we took him down with the first gym leader's technical move. I'm like hella glad I kept that. After defeating Cohen, you're given a big stick. I'm not kidding, it's a big stick, which is the equivalent of the water pail, which we're going to use to wake up Missing Now. Once again, we lead things up with Goop. I want to see what his moveset is, so we're going to transform into him. And true to Gen 1, its moveset is very similar to the Missing Nose we could find back then. We start fighting and he uses Whirlwind, which ends our battle, costing us the Missing Now. Let's try that one more time. Judging from its moveset, it's water and flying type. So naturally I'm going to head the team with Sparks. We fire up a Thunder Wave so we can outspeed it when it's paralyzed. Follow that up with a Sweet Kiss to confuse it. Little bastard kisses us back. And with a Status Affliction, we're going to test the waters with a Pokeball, just to see. I didn't expect it to catch on the first ball, but it is good to see where we're at. After hurting itself in confusion and confusing us, we hit it with a Thunder Punch, and we drop it down into the red after it hurts itself again. I'm starting to worry because it keeps hurting itself, and I'm not catching it, and it's gonna die or whirlwind us. I can tell, it's gonna fucking happen. It fires off a Bubble Beam, we begin chucking balls again. Ultra Ball, go! Nope. Sparks did his job, so I can't be mad that he died. Whew. Thank goodness this wasn't a Nuzlocke, or I'd be in trouble. After switching into Wheezy F Sneezy, we just start hurling Pokeballs and Great Balls like our life depended on it. Alright, thanks for wasting your time with me, and I caught the Missing No! And it has a Pokédex entry. It's the Glitch Pokemon. It's 10 feet tall, and you can't attribute its Pokédex entry because it's all gibberish. I love it. So now it's time to name this bad boy, and the only thing I can think of that comes to mind is Glitchel, because he looks like a Mitchell. And hey, if you disagree with me, So I dumped our load of goop in the PC, and I traded it for Glitchel because it's Glitchel. Here's what I learned. Glitchel's a water bird. Oh, and another news, Share Me evolved. All these levels, and you still don't have any ass-kicking stab moves. There we are. Johto's Vileplume. Here we run into Janice, who pretty much tells us we suck, and that she's only got 2 gym badges left. So we haven't even scooped gym badge number 5 yet, and this bitch already has gym badge number 6? Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, that's right. Walk away, Janice. Go find Chandler. Big dude in the right corner here is confused, looking to spin. So after Janice pissed us right the hell off, we went and trained for a little bit. Here's our team right before we take on the next gym. If you'll notice, we really haven't gained any levels between our last gym battle and this one, so I don't expect this one to go very easy for us. Some call it the Cliffside Gym, but it's also known as the Box Gym. Bunch of middle-aged bandits standing around here middle of the day because they don't got jobs. It's weird. Agar, you're either the world's greatest bowler or you're the world's greatest interpretive dance master. Oh wow, I really was not expecting to see a Porygon 2, let alone as a gym leader's Pokemon. So that makes him a normal type gym leader then? Oh poor Agar, you're just a shitty clone of Norman from Gen 3, except you don't have slackings. On the bright side, Porygon's hidden power is not doing much to Glitchel. And after using Mirror Move, we learned that Glitchel's hidden power isn't fighting type. We had him down to a tic-tac of a sliver, and he decides to use Recover. So we Mirror Move it. So beating him is going to come down to either a battle of speed, or I whittle him down to a point where my secondary hit kills him when he's in the yellow. He fires off hidden power. We Mirror Move it back. We outspeed him, and we take him down. Starting to have Badge 3 PTSD. Gym leaders with 2 Pokemon got me fucked up. A Snorlax? I was not expecting that. Alright, well, let's take a stab at it. That's okay, we have 5 more Mons to rock his cock. We sent out Sparks to get a Thunder Wave off, just for him to take Sparks out. Shit, I'm having Electabuzz flashbacks now. It's already paralyzed, so we go in for a Leech Seed with Share Me. Oh geez, another hidden power attack. And that boy hit hard! If we are going to win this, it's going to be in a long stall. At the time I recorded this, yes, it was Father's Day, hence the Happy Father's Day message I got on a group chat, even though I'm not a dad. Snorlax takes us out with his dad bod, and we send out Boots, since Boots kicked so much ass last time. We go for the Swift, but it wasn't enough. He hit us with a Swagger, but it didn't matter, because Leech Swede finished the day. He's a Swede again. We got the 5th badge after failing that line like 9 different times. Ah! It's an emo kid! Quick, we have to lead this edgy Pokemon to the Black Parade. Some background context. I was told if I returned a man's wallet, I might be gifted Surf. So I'm inside a cave right now, looking for a man. Yes, the man and his wife live in the cave. And I happen to stumble across a Lavitar. Now this is the first Lavitar I've seen in this cave, and I've been wandering around in this bitch for over an hour. And if I'm showing myself fighting it, you know I'm gonna try to capture it, so... Spoiler alert! Channel our inner strength. Thank goodness that strength didn't take it out, but now it's weak enough we can start chucking balls at it. Yes! We got it on the first try! God damn it, right, yes! I'm sorry guys, after Glitchels, I really wasn't sure how this next catch rate would go. And you know we gotta name this beastie, and I can only think of one thing appropriate, because when he evolves into a Tyranitar, he looks like Gojira. And we were 10 steps away from this guy's door, so we give him his wallet, and he gives us Surf. Out of all the hidden moves, I want to say Surf and Fly are probably the 2 most useful when it comes to battle. I had expected Glitchel could learn Surf, but I had no idea that Wheezy would be able to learn. I never actually used a Sneasel on my team before, so I guess that's my fault for not looking into it, but yeah, I didn't know Sneasel could learn Surf. So it is with a heavy heart that we cut Snips from our team. I just feel like Gojira would be better type coverage, personally, and I had way too many flying types on the team already. Do you agree with the new decisions we've made with the team? Let me know in the comments below. If you're not subscribed, I'd recommend you think about it, because I plan to make a lot more interesting Pokemon content in the future, and if you got a laugh out of this, hey, what's it gonna hurt? It's only gonna help me. We ended up capturing this Surf HM, and we use it to head to the abandoned laboratory. And this is where that plume fossil we have in our bag comes into play. The art style and layout of this lab give me a lot of Pokemon Mansion vibes from Gen 1. And watch as I wander aimlessly, and mind you, this was 3 times faster than it actually went for me. I want to say I spent probably about an hour and a half in this stupid lab. Oh my Lugia, it's a ghost! Here's a quick shout out to Josh Reviews Inks, aka the Hentai Homie, in our Horburrito group chat. If you like anime reviews, go check out his channel. We send Gojira to take on this Ghastly, hoping to gain some XP, but it is slapping our cheek. Gojira! If you don't kill this thing, no Hot Topic trip tonight. With the fear of the Dark Lord put in Gojira's heart, he took the win. This place is lousy with discarded hidden items. So while I'm sitting here aimlessly looking for the computer to restore my fossil, here's the computer that's going to restore my fossil Pokemon. It's a custom sprite. And it's so fucking ugly. I fired off an ancient power and put quite a dent in Boot. It starts spamming agility, so we pick up a big rock and hit it with it. And now that it's in the yellow, we're going to start spamming Pokeballs and Great Balls. I can't prove it, but I feel like at some point in time in everyone's life, they've been duped by a Pokeball or a Great Ball or an Ultra Ball that shook 3 times and then popped. And this is why we have trust issues in the world. This is why! I take a risk and bloody it a little more, thinking maybe in the red HP I have a better chance. Nope, broke it in the Great Ball. Now this time I'm thinking, you know what, Ultra Ball. And I'd be wrong. And just like that, that crooked neck fucking parrot killed my Boots. And it was a crit. But the fight this thing's putting up, you'd think it was the legendary. Wait a minute. If this is the last one-off Pokemon in the game I encounter, because I can't go any farther, is it the legendary? Doesn't matter, we caught that fucking turkey. Pokedex entry. They all went extinct because their meat made exquisite sandwiches. And of course, we have to keep up the nickname theme, as that's the running joke in this series. We're gonna use rational reasoning and science to find its name, though. It's a bird, looks like a chicken, you eat chickens, mainly chicken nuggies. Chicken nuggies is name. And I'm gonna shock you here, but I don't need another flying type on my damn team, so he's staying in the box. From here, I was lost for a bit, so I ended up taking the parcel I received at the last town where Cohen was the gym leader. And after the professor in Kohoto didn't want it, I decided I'll take it to Kanto and see if it was Oak's parcel. After several sweet BMX jumps, I make it to Oak's lab. And lo and behold, it was Oak's parcel. Hardy hardy har. In exchange, Oak gives us Fly, but I swear whoever made this ROM hack has to be a Gen 1er. The game makes it so we're unable to go into Viridian Forest and head towards Pewter City, so we decide to surf on down to Cinnabar Island looking to progress. Cinnabar has been rebuilt after the volcano exploded, but everything's locked off. So after going back to the Kohoto region, I end up finding a cave I hadn't explored yet, and what do you know, Kabuto are inside it. I've always liked Kabutops, so I was like, okay, I'll try to weaken it. And I killed it. So I cleared the cave, I progressed a bit, and I just had to stop and say, take a look at that Machamp. What a beast! That son of a bitch took a direct hit from Fly, and it didn't even phase him. But we're the main characters, so of course we're gonna beat him. Plot armor. So we reach this building that Teen Racket is occupying. To progress, we need to go through the gate that he's standing in front of. He insinuates we should take a look around upstairs for him, and we said, nah, fuck that. But we want to progress, so we end up going inside, and this is like a clone of the radio tower. The sprites, so majestic. We make short work of him, and then...
I'm back, bitches!
Other fucking Arcanine! Janice isn't our rival. Arcanine is our rival. We stand up to the son of a bitch with another rock slide. Putting aside our Bianca PTSD, we hit it with another rock slide because we have type advantage. And with that, Gojira lays him to rest because I still can't talk. On the upside, ignoring my speech impediment, Gojira is evolving. Yay, 20 more levels and we'll have ourselves a Tyranitar. After Gojira becomes a Pupitar, we meet back up with Janice. The game tosses us a free heal here, which I'm not going to argue with, but I easily could have powered through without it. We thrash a few more goons when we meet back up with Janice, where she tells us that things are getting hard. Yeah, okay, maybe for you, Janice, but not me. We clear 2 more floors and Janice again. And she couldn't beat the boss of Teen Racket. Find that kind of weird. You know, you talked a lot of shit, had more badges than me, but you got your ass kicked, so I don't know. So this cheese dick tells us that he formed Team Teen Racket after Team Rocket had fallen because they're quitters. He leads things off with a Dawn fan, so we attempt to poison it. And we don't have any luck, so we throw poison powder again, and this time we hit it. So he pounds us down with a Fury attack, and we fire back with a Leech Seed. Oh yeah, time for the stall game. You know, it's almost shocking. I'm 30 levels deep with Cherami, and I don't have like a Mega Drain kind of move yet. You know, something that gives it a real nice stab. You know, something that would make it actually useful against ground and rock and water type. Can't change the moveset we have now, and hindsight's 2020, so we hit ourselves with a Synthesis to bring back some HP as we slowly drain the Dawn Fan to death. He keeps using Fury Attack. I'm assuming he can't hit me with anything else. After he gets a crit, we take him out with Poison. We gain a shit ton of XP, and then we level up to level 31. He heads up things next with a Furret, and we stick in with Cherami. We rinse and repeat, and we try to attempt to poison it. He spams Defense Curl, and eventually we do hit him with a Poison Powder. He's faster than us, and he slams us and hits us really hard. We go to Leech Seed, and he outspeeds us and kills us with another slam. So here we're going to lead things up with Boots. We throw a Mud Slap at it, but then he hits us with a slam, and damn, that boy hits hard. He finishes us with a Quick Attack, and I can't be mad because I almost forgot that. He walked. It's time for the Blue Beast Gojira to secure this win for us. We opt out a Rock Slide and decide to thrash him. At this point, I want to say Furret is hella underrated because he is taking a beating and he is just dealing. Eventually, he does succumb to the poison and falls. Hot damn, his final Pokemon's an Ursaring? Looks like we got ourselves here a Mount Silver standoff. Thrash is still active when we land a critical hit. Get him down to the red and then he uses fucking rest. I become confused from using Thrash. I say fuck it, roll the dice and go for another Thrash. Not only does it hit, it crits. Then he wakes up, just to ignore me and go back to sleep. No, that makes sense, because, you know, bears like to hibernate, so while he's fucking off, I'm gonna murder him. Our confusion wears off and the thrashing continues. He's gotta be down to, what, I don't know, 1 HP before he fucking rests again. Alright, let's dance this dance. I'm gonna keep thrashing you as long as you fucking ignore me. Ursaring sings us the song of his people by firing off multiple Z's. Our confusion kicks back in, and we hurt ourselves. He keeps snoring it up, We're still confused, but we go for another thrash. The thrash hits and it brings him down to yellow. He actually attacks me this time and we go for another thrash because we're no longer confused. Yeah, down to 1 HP again. And he fucking rests again. I'm confused again and I decide, you know what, I'm gonna screech him, hopefully dropping his defense will be enough to take him out with this next thrash. We fire off a second screech while confused, and we go in for the thrash and we kill him. If only I would have thought of that, I don't know, 4 rests ago. Gojira levels up and we hit level 32. He accuses me of cheating, so I spit in his face. But not really. And here it is, this is the forest where I can go no farther. Let's appropriately name this place the Forest of the End. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I'm kind of sad because I was really enjoying this ROM, but every time I get to this point, the game freezes. So, that was Pokemon Bronze, or at least what I was able to play through it of. So for my next Pokemon playthrough series, I'm thinking something classic. How about this? Let's see if we can not only beat Pokemon Yellow, but complete the decks without trading out of game. We'll have to trade in game to get the exclusives like Jinx, Mr. Mime, and Farfetch. As always, thanks for watching.